New Jersey Senator Cory Booker will also speak at the convention tonight. He was vetted as a possible running mate for Hillary Clinton, and we spoke to him earlier this morning.
Good morning.
Let me start with the DNC. Does the DNC owe Senator Sanders an apology?
Well, I think that right now I want to move forward. I'm not sure. I haven't sifted through all these leaks that came out, but clearly Debbie Wasserman Schultz did the right thing and announced that she's going to leave the DNC. I think that's something Bernie Sanders has been asking for some time. So I think that's a step in the right direction. This has got to be a convention where we come together, though. And I was not working with the DNC. I was advocating for my candidate. I think Hillary Clinton has run the right kind of race, and the two of them now have met, come together. They've endorsed, and we need to unify as a party.
Should she speak tonight? Should she speak to open and close? Should she still participate in the ceremony at all, considering the big cloud that's over her head?
I hope that she's going to dispel the cloud by saying that she's going to resign. I think she's doing the right thing for the party. I think it's big of her to get out of the way, and I think it's really what this convention is going to be about is not that. It's going to be about really bringing our party together and unifying around Secretary Clinton.
If unifying is the goal, then why have Congresswoman Schultz address this convention? She's likely going to be booed by Sanders supporters. That's not a sign of unity.
No, it's not, especially if that is what happens. And so, again, for me, I'm focused tonight. I got a speech to give, and my focus is going to be talking about the unity, not of a party, but really the unity of our country and the importance for us as a nation to come together.
You speak before the First Lady,
yes,
Michelle Obama.
Yes.
How will she be a character witness for Hillary Clinton?
Well, I think that both Obamas are going to have such a story to tell because they've worked with Secretary Clinton in an intimate way. They've seen her behind the doors. They've seen the service that she's rendered. And I think you can get no better character witness in America right now than the First Lady, who I think is one of the most popular people in the United States of America.
There's a new poll out showing after a bump for the Republicans and Donald Trump leading Hillary Clinton. What do you have to do other than show unity?
Well, I think that, number one, we've got to show a contrast. We had a very dark convention that showed a very negative view of America. Here is a country that's on a rise, especially compared to our European allies and the rest of the globe. We have our challenges, we have our difficulties, but we are not that. Somebody that has, frankly, not only the convention reflected it, but somebody who, frankly, has been tearing down America, who's been insulting, you name the American, from people with disabilities to people of Latino ancestry. We need to be a country that doesn't degrade or demean other folks, but elevates our nation and pulls us together.
There's a story today in the Wall Street Journal, and you've heard this before. Clinton takes command of a changed party, that this Democratic Party is much more liberal than the Democratic Party of Bill Clinton.
Well, again, I don't know if I want to look at it as liberal conservative. I think it looks about the pillars of our principles. We're a party that believes, hey, if you work a full-time job, you should not be living in poverty. We're a party that believes that, hey, we should be investing in this nation again, whether it's infrastructure that creates jobs or investing in college education so kids aren't graduating with monumental debt. If you look at the principles of our party, the principles that resonate with the American people who are struggling right now and need a party that's going to speak to their needs.
Let's talk about Tim Kaine, who has now been named the VP. It was rumored that you were on the short list. Have you recovered after not being selected? Are you okay?
Gail was teasing me last night.
Oh.
Were you in the fetal position when you found out the news?
And what did you say?
Yeah. What did you say to her?
Yeah,
what would I say to Gail King if she had teased me like that, like only a friend can? I actually rejoice in Tim Kaine.
But he describes himself, Cory, as boring. I wonder if that's a good look. And somebody said this about him: not the most exciting person in the world, but he has extraordinary depth about politics and humanity. I know you're friends with him.
Yeah, well, let me just tell you right now.
Was that Cory or Tim Kaine?
That's definitely Tim Kaine. And this is sort of what bothers, what excites me. I am so excited about this pick because he is a man of such honor and a goodness at his core that is matched with competency. There's a lot of talkers in the Senate, and I've seen us in caucus meetings where people are talking and nobody looks up from their BlackBerry. When he stands up, people look up and lean forward.
So there's no dissension about his choice.
He is and this is the beautiful thing about it. If you ask Republicans and Democrats to say the top 10 people in the Senate who are qualified to be president of the United States, he would get the most votes. He would be one of the people that got the most admiration from both sides of the aisle.
Senator Booker, thank you for coming.
Thank you guys for having me. Thank you.